104.5 The Team, your home for Levack Goz, your home for Big Board Sports, your home for a lot of cool things. But I got to be honest, I know you got to cover this for the Mighty 1-3. Chris Onorato with us for Section Tuesday. I don't think I've seen a high school football team locally work the forward pass as well as the Troy Flying Horses. Like, I know Shaker's good. I've seen Shaker play many times, and I know Shaker put up one heck of a fight. But Troy's next level.
And think about it, they're doing it with a different quarterback this year. So, if you saw Troy play last year, and by the way, they won the state title in Class AA, John Germanera can throw it around. So this is not new for Troy by any means, but it is a weapon that we don't often see. You're right, Levack, in Section 2 football, the ability to beat teams consistently with the pass and it going deep down the field. And when you've got a guy like Dev Holmes, by the way, don't punt the ball to Dev Holmes. When you've got a guy like Dev Holmes, it obviously makes the quarterback's job a lot easier too. But yes, so much of what our area teams do predicated on running the ball just for starters and then some sort of deception, misdirection, that kind of stuff. Those are the offenses
hard-nosed,
we're used
physical
to seeing
football
in Section 2. Yeah.
I was because you had mentioned that Troy was really good, but I mean, it was homecoming for Shaker. There were so many people there, guys. Like, it was insane. Like, I had to get there early to get a seat for a high school football game, and it was a really good game. You could tell that they're two of the best in the area, but just I was I was shocked. I didn't realize how good. Like, when they spent more time practicing passing than any team I've seen this year. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, I'm watching them. I'm like, wow, that kid's just laying it out right where it needs to be. And everybody's like, but it's practice. I'm like, can you throw that ball?
Right. Yeah, Joe Casal's been really good for them this year. And now you're down to 2 unbeatens in Class AA. So can Saratoga and Troy, can they finish off unbeaten regular seasons in the AA's? The other game Friday night, this past Friday, that I really was tuned in on and thought would be the game of the week was defending state champs in Class B at Schuylerville, both undefeated coming in. We'll see these two teams again in the Class B Super Bowl. And Glens Falls does it again, and they just prove they're going to be really tough to beat. I thought Schuylerville, given that it was at their place, would have a really good shot to win this one. Glens Falls had just played a low-scoring game against Queensbury the week before. But the Indians do it again, and Joseph Girard III, again, who, by the way, has his first official Division I football offer from Tulane. Now, there are going to be other big ones that come in, I believe, but he does have that one officially under his belt.
What can't the kid do? I heard he got an offer for bocce, actually.
Then that is definitely the one I'd take. You can't get hurt doing that.
Oh, that's just a little flip of the wrist. Just drop it right where it needs to be. Chris Onorato with us. It's Section Tuesday. Section Tuesday coming up big.
It was, but also coming up big yesterday was the New York Yankees. They pushed us to now a 5th game in the ALDS. Levack's been in a good mood today.
Great mood.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you make of the action last night in Game 4?
Well, the biggest tie-in here is Tommy Canley, right?
TK.
I mean, talk about bailing out Dylan Betances, who put his first 2 guys, the only 2 guys he faced, he put them on base, could not find the strike zone, had better luck of hitting somebody in the head or the ump than hitting Gary Sanchez's mitt. Canley comes on, 2 innings for the win. It's his first save this year. He's in rarefied air in the postseason to strike out 5 guys and get a save in the playoffs. So good on him, man. I mean, think about where he has been as a guy with control issues right throughout his career, and that's why a lot of teams, the Rockies and the White Sox, were a little concerned with him. Is he going to be able to control his stuff enough? And he's proven that he certainly can. And a lot of people will probably forget, Robertson, you get one more year of him, but Frazier's deal is up at the end of the year. That trade for the White Sox, the Yankees made with the White Sox, was to get Tommy Canley.
Right.
Because he's under control now for a few years, and he can be a dominant setup guy, and he can be a guy who takes over that 8th inning role if you're not going to trust Betances, if you don't want to go through arbitration with Dylan Betances.
There's a lot of talk that Betances is odd man out. I mean, because you've got Chad Green, who can go multiple innings. You got Adam Moore, and you got David Robertson right now, who knows what you do with him. But, yeah, Tommy Canley comes out. Now and his fire. Like, how can you be controlled in that fiery? Like, I didn't get to see him play at Shaker. I don't remember if he had that fire there, but if he did, I'd be a scared high school kid facing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and how good was Severino? I mean, I know you guys have already touched on this a bunch, but man, to bounce back from that third of an inning performance in the one-game wild card playoff where I thought he would be lights out, he was terrific last night. The home runs aside, I get it. But to give the Yankees 7 innings to make sure that aside from Canely, that entire bullpen is rested and ready to go for Game 5. If Sabathia doesn't have it, Joe Girardi's in a really good spot here.
Oh, he'll have it.
He will, huh?
Well, I mean, you guys, like, I've been harassing Goz with this. I don't know if you agree with me. I think this team is rallying around Girardi. They heard everybody say Girardi's got to go. And they're like, no, Girardi's got to go to the ALCS.
I buy that to an extent, but I also think, and I said this morning on Big Board Sports to Raj, I think that, Game 3, nobody wants to get swept. There's pride at stake if you're a team. You don't want to get swept. Game 4, you have Severino on the mound. There's personal pride at stake there. He was so bad against the Twins. Okay, let me go out, and at least if this is the last start I make of the year, let me make sure it's a good one. And now Game 5 is Game 5. It's an elimination game. It's win or go home for both sides. And I think maybe this is where you see the defense of Joe Girardi come up if you're the players, that especially, Sabathia, this may be the last start he ever makes for the Yankees. So I think some of that will be going through his mind as well. I think CeCe will be really good. But what do you do if you're a Yankees fan? You go out and watch this game? Do you immerse yourself into a public atmosphere where you won't really be able to hear a lot of the game? Other people will be yelling at you if they aren't Yankees fans. Or, guys, do you just kind of lock yourself in, crank up the volume, have a six-pack nearby, order some food, and just choose solitude?
I'm going to be, and I know this is not going to pick one or the other, I'm at the half setting, so I'll be at a public event on Wednesday night for half the game, and then the other half I'll be in the apartment watching and having a few cold ones. So I'm going to do half and half. I know that's a cop-out answer, but that's the truth.
You
that's
got trivia Wednesday night.
I do have trivia Wednesday night, so I'll be doing that. Levack, I guess I have to turn it over to you, my friend. You and I watched it in a public setting, Twins-Yankees together.
Right. And what happened to that game?
Yankees won.
Okay, I had to work last night, same public setting, so I stayed and watched the game. Yankees won. So I think I owe it to the Yankees
to be out with the people.
I might have to. It's this high class restaurant, La Huters. It's under the orange roof. I think I might have to go there and watch the game. I think I owe it. I think I owe it to the Yankees. I think I owe it to Yankees fans. I think I have to do it.
Good, do it.
I mean, it's. Can you imagine?
What
if
is
I'm
your confidence meter going into a Game 5 win or go home?
It's not where it was for the wild card game. Like I had no doubt in my mind whatsoever they were going to win that wild card game, and everybody thought I was just put on an act. I was not. I believed in that game. I'll be shocked if they lose this game, but I won't be too shocked. Like I think the Yankees win this game. I think Uncle Momentum is on their side. Uncle Mo in town. That's not bad for you. And I think they've got. I think it's in Cleveland's head that you blew a 3-1 lead in the World Series, that every time you try to close somebody out, you can't close them out. I think it's in their head.
I think the Yankees win also. And I said Yankees in 4 before the start of the series, but I'll stretch it.
You should have been right.
Yeah, I know, but don't even get me going on. Don't even. The people out against Joe Girardi are ridiculous.
Too far, yeah.
So I'll go Yankees in 5. If I said to you through 4 games, well, if not even through 4 games, if I said to you, Aaron Judge's series against the Indians is going to be 1 for 15 with 12 strikeouts, sweep, or Cleveland in 4, right?
Right.
I mean, they've evened this series against arguably the best team in baseball without their best player being even somewhat productive.
But you see the light, like when Todd Frazier gets on base, like. I'm in the postseason for my childhood team, and I shouldn't be playing right now. Like, I should be home. And you just see him. He's so pumped, and this team is pumped.
And that's what I'm saying. Everybody else has had a hand in evening this series other than Judge. I'm not saying Judge has a huge Game 5, but I think if you're the Yankees, you feel really good about the spot you're in spite of the fact that Aaron Judge has not helped you along the way here.
No, and that's Didi's been good. Everybody's been good. I was thinking about it, too. Starlin Castro has not been what I expected from him either. And I think it's only a matter of time before those two bats wake up. Is it against Kluber? Is it Wednesday? I don't tune in and find out right here on 104.5 The Team. You're home for New York Yankees baseball. I just want to go on to the ALCS. I just want to. If you could take out the Indians, who were the boogeyman all year long for you, you're 2-5 against them. Then you get a chance to go play the Astros, who you were also 2-5 against this year. I mean, at that point, are you if you're the Steinbrenners, so you're Cashman, you got to be beating down Girardi's door. Just sign this deal. Sign it.
Yeah, I mean, nothing will happen until the offseason. I wouldn't be surprised if Girardi decides he's done. I would be surprised if Girardi decides he's done, because you can sign a 4-year deal, go win the World Series 2 years from now and say, okay, now I'm done. Then you can walk away from the contract. The same way they can fire you at any point in the contract, you can walk away from it at any point. So I would be surprised if he doesn't hang on here. One more thing for you, Levack, as a Yankees fan.
All right.
If you go to the ALCS, will you wish you were playing the Red Sox?
No, because there's I
don't even mean from a matchup standpoint. I just mean from a fan, the rivalry.
Matchup, yes.
Right.
But rivalry, it's more fun to just tell them they're done.
And this is so lame of me, but I'm the same way. Like, I don't want the possible. Like, I'd rather lose to the Astros. I'm not a Yankees fan, but if I were, I'd rather lose to the Astros than the Red Sox, and that's how I view it. Now, it'd be sweeter to beat Boston than Houston, but the possibility of losing to my rival, I don't even want that on the table.
No, and that's where I'm at. They can't. There's nothing you can say. We would have beat you. Oh, would you? Because we're here. We're waiting. And it's the Astros. Sorry, buddy. Sorry about your luck. Because there's going to be a lot. Like, the next 10 years are probably going to be Yankees, Red Sox.
How about those Valley Cats, man?
Dude. And that's the worst part about the Astros getting good. The talent level in the Tri-State Valley Cats is about to go down.
Right.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Chris Onorato,
Thank
Section
you, guys.
Tuesday. Thank you so much. We will be right back.